Hello, Virgos. So, oh, card falling down so fast. The Ace of Wands. What a great start. Speaking of starts, with the Ace of Wands. Okay. All right. All right. I already like this. New passion, a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new inner knowledge that is suddenly emerging, and you're like, how did I not know this? There's a sense of renewed energy. This is great. Okay, but let's see what it is about, because it's very primal. Sorry. The Ace of Wands, it's the fire, it's the impulse, it's the will, passion, creativity. It's a very strong, absolute, positive beginning. But, depends on how it's coming with. Depends on what you do with it. Fire, you can cook with it, but you can also burn with it. So I want to see what you're going to do with this beautiful potential of a new start. All right, Virgo for February 2018. I just finished doing Taurus and Capricorn. I'm going for the earth signs today. The red wine is in honor of all the earth signs because we love our red wine. Not all of you, but the essence of the earth signs. Yeah. Taurus likes the taste and the depth. Capricorn likes what it says about them, knowing what wine means and knowing about it. Virgo likes the elegance of it. You guys are very elegant, right, Virgo? Except for when you're feeling threatened and then you become viciously unelegant. Strength in reverse. That's an interesting combination, the Ace of Wands and strength in reverse. So the Ace of Wands is power, is primal power. But the strength card, when it appears straight, is controlling that primal power. It's having the inner strength to manage your inner beast. She controls the outside beast, but it's also her inner beast, and she controls it with such grace and beauty and ease, right? But here it's upside down, so I have this raw force of energy, of fire, with the inability, because it's upside down, right? With the inability to control it and harness it. And it's almost like there's lack of control. You're feeling so many things, almost bursting. This could be anger and the inability to control your anger. If this was this, I would say no passion, no energy. But there's a lot of energy here that isn't held quite right. So are you guys, what's going on? Is there a lot of drama that you feel? Do you feel like you're losing control over your strength, over your energy, over your fire? Let's see what's going on, Virgos. Okay. Let's see what this is about. I want some clarifiers to why you're not in your power, right? Because we all have that inner beast inside of us, the instincts, the animalism, but we learn to control them with walls of logic and social cues, and just this awareness of how when should we show our energy and our will and our instincts, and when we should maybe harness them and not necessarily show, or know when and how to show them. But here there's a bit of lack of self-control. Something or someone or a situation is making you lose it. Keep your cool, Virgo, because this is not helpful. I don't know if it's even possible for me to tell you, because it seems like it's so much that you just I need you to tap back into your inner strength and your inner wisdom. The ability to handle reality even if you don't like it. It's maturity. But here it's almost like I'm going to get in my way, and I don't care if it's right or wrong, because that's what I want, right? This is the want. You're wanting something, or someone in your life wants something, and it's just what it is. And there's like almost lack of ability to look at it from a wise, mature point of view, and you're like, no. It's also here she controls the animal with grace, and the animal is surrendering to her out of will. It's the only way to harness a lion. A lion will not listen to you if it doesn't want to listen to you. And here it's almost like you're trying to, it can also show that you're over controlling or over trying to hold on to something and trying to tame a beast. This is like taking the animal's freedom. So there's two options. Either there's a lot of emotions going on that you seem to not able to control within yourself. It could also be both. You can't control how you're feeling. You can't control yourself. You're kind of feeling like you're a bit losing it. And simultaneously, because of that, then you're trying to control someone else, over control someone else. You feel like you're losing your own sense of control and sense of strength, so you try to control someone else. It's actually a known scenario, and so, you know, it's very psychological. We can't control ourselves, so we try to control the other. I don't want you to go there, Virgo. Earth signs, you know, they need control, they like control, but that's the this is the negative expression of the earth. You don't have to be that. It's a choice. It's a choice. But let's see where it's going. Okay, let's see where it's why is this happening? Why is there a sense of Virgo a bit losing control? Also, maybe as well trying to fix it by, instead of controlling the self, to control someone else. What's going on, Virgo? Talk to me. Let's try to handle this, right? Let's try to handle all this fire and all this. Virgo, February 2018. Clarifiers. Almost. Clarifiers for the strength upside down. And the Ace of Wands coming with it. Okay, this one's out. Five of Cups. There's a sense of lack of optimism. It's like there's a feeling of something being lost. You know, like the cups that spill. And this character here is very focused on it, like looks at what has been lost, you know, the spilled milk. And it's crying over the spilled milk. And there's this black cave. It's agony, it's sadness. But guess what, Virgo, look at this. Right behind you, if you just look around your shoulder, there's two full cups. You're sitting there, meaning this is the cup half empty or half full, and your choice of where you look at. So the situation right now, you're feeling there's a sense of a bit sadness and feeling like you're losing control. So it seems like the way you choose to handle it right now is by looking at the negative and by trying to control your environment. And I would say you need to look in, but it's not working, because inside there's this raw energy that isn't working for you, not with this combination. With another combination, I would speak differently about the Ace of Wands, but with this, there's lack of ability to harness it in a positive way. There's trying to control, being pessimistic. All right, this is not okay, so this is a description of how we feel, but I want to be productive and healing and give you the options and help you snap out of it, right? So what can we do? I want to know what it's about. Before what we can do, I want to know why you're feeling this way. Why? What cups are down? Which cups are down? Why are we lacking of strength and ability? There's almost like, oh wow, okay. So many cards fell. I'm taking it as if you're feeling that the world around you is a bit collapsing. Nothing is ever... I'm going to focus just on the two cards that fell separately from the huge pack. I'm going to take it as like they're kind of feeling like they're losing their strength. The world's a little bit collapsing around them. Keep in mind that when a tower falls, it's because the foundations weren't right. So even though the fall is painful, obviously, or the breakdown isn't fun, it means that something there wasn't right. Okay, so look at it as an opportunity to build something new and better. Okay, and better now than later when it's more painful. Oh, I actually had 4 cards fall down. Okay, let me figure this out. Now, this actually came out. This first, and this, and this. No. Okay, I got it. I'm going to show you, okay? So this won't resonate with everybody, but with those that it resonates with, I'm going to try to help, okay? Because I feel like so much confusion and lack of strength and pessimism, and I don't want that for you, Virgo. Because you have a beautiful heart. It's just when you feel threatened, you go to the desert place of like drying everything and just kind of, I'm taking you down with me kind of attitude, and that's not spiritually mature. That's your challenge. Do you know that, Virgo? It's your challenge? Okay. So I have here the Hangman, the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So unlike this character here, if it was upright, upside up, you know, upright up, whatever. If it was straight up, I'm sorry. Very strong, very powerful, very confident, inner peace, inner strength. But here she's upside down. Unlike the Queen of Pentacles, it can also be an earth sign, but not necessarily. It could be just the energy of someone who seems very stable and very strong and very grounded in her place. And there's someone who's really drawn to that strength, to that sense of belonging, of independence, of... So I don't want to say that it seems like there's someone, if this is a romantic scenario, it seems like the reason you're upside down and a bit sad is perhaps there's another person, a third party situation where it feels like your partner is more drawn to and possibly fits more to. There's a better connection there. Now, it's not the King of Pentacles, but the Knight of Pentacles has the potential to become the King of Pentacles. So he's also approaching the Queen, and also he's on his growth path to becoming a king. So they're not yet together per se, but it's going there. Okay, so maybe that's a little bit the issue, because I see here the Hangman, sense of sacrifice, and 7 of Pentacles. It can show a sense of disappointment where, you know, in a place where I've invested so much in something, and now where are the fruits? I want to see the fruits, because the next natural phase of 7 of Pentacles is seeing the fruits of your labor, something that you've worked so hard for, but it seems like it's not going anywhere other than this weird limbo and like feeling stuck. And on the other side of it, there's these two that, you know, it looks great, but I don't know if it's you in the story. If it's one of you, if it's you, then that's great. Then the sacrifice was worth it, and the limbo and the wait was all worth it. But if it's not you, as I'm sensing, just because of the way we started, because I got you as kind of the feeling of you're losing control, you're trying to control the other, sense of negativity and pessimism. This could end this relation. Emotions that you feel like you're losing control over. So maybe you're feeling like you're losing this person to this person. Now, I'm gonna say there's 2 options. Okay. I love. Love is sometimes wonderful, love is sometimes painful, but it's always as it should be. What do I mean by that? If something is ending or feels like it's ending, maybe it's not to say that it wasn't right, because everything is right. Everything comes into our life for a reason, to teach us something, and then once we learn the lesson, we can move on from it. Those are, for example, karmic relationships, if that's the case. Okay, if that's the case. I'm not saying for sure it's the case. There are other narratives. It's just what comes up from the reading. Okay, if this is your narrative and you feel like you're losing control over someone that you once felt like you had control, that you once felt like you have this balance with them where you're controlling them, but not really. They're kind of surrendering themselves to you out of their will, but now it feels like this. Maybe the lesson was learned. Endings aren't always bad. They can be difficult, especially for earth signs who likes to feel in control, especially if you... This is very similar to the reading we had last month. The inability to let go of something that no longer serves you. Again, this won't, be relevant to everybody, but if you're in a place right now where you feel like you're losing control over something that you once had control over and that you've invested a lot in, but then it seems like it's slipping in between your fingers, whatever it is that is leaving, it's leaving towards something right. So maybe that's their path. I want to see your path. With or without this person. With or without this job. With or without this friendship. Most likely it's a romantic relationship, but of course it's not mandatory. I feel such heavy heart tapping into your energy, Virgo. I feel like you're going through a really hard time. Saturn is in Capricorn, so you're not Capricorn, you're Virgo, but it's also Earth. It's affecting all the Earth signs. It's also affecting Taurus and Virgo. So whatever is happening right now is to reorganize what wasn't organized, or what was once organized as it should have been, but now no longer serves you. It requires a different order. Okay? I said it with Capricorn as well. You have to let go of what the universe is forcing you to let go of, because if you have no control over it, then there's nothing you can do, and the more you'll hold on to it, the more painful it will be. So if you're in a beautiful, wonderful relationship and everything feels great, don't listen to this and everything's okay. But if you feel like you're in a connection where you feel like it's not what it used to be, and you feel like you're not in the place that you felt, the strong, reassured place, then listen. Listen to the signs. Listen to your inner knowledge. Take the fears away. But there is a new energy towards May, but we're talking about February right now, so let's not go into that. I want to see the best potential, the best outcome for Virgo if they were to let go. Let's have advice. How to handle this situation. What is the most benevolent way for Virgos to handle their current heartache or sense of losing control or pessimism in a way that is most benevolent for them, for their spiritual growth, for their joy, for their future joy. Maybe I'll take one from the Divine Circus. Let's see what's... Oh. I feel like you're not letting go. You don't want to. You're listening to me right now and you're like, no, you have no idea what you're talking about. Not letting go of this because this and this and this. Because we did this and that. We went through this and that. I did all this. This is what is supposed to happen right now. You're wrong. Okay, that's a choice. And maybe I am wrong. But for the sake of those who may be feeling differently and may want to hear the advice, Crisis Guide for Virgo and the most benevolent. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have opened it. A lot of confusion, a lot of insecurity, feeling like you're just overthinking things and not getting into any conclusions. A lot of emotions without control over the emotion, which is just repetitive of how I started this reading with the Ace of Wands and the Strength in reverse and the Five of Cups. And now there's the Moon, who also can't seem to be in control of its emotion because so many things are flooded up. Everything is being flooded and there's a feeling of lack of control. But you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. This is a very heavy reading. I can handle it. You know, I'm here for you. I'm mixing the cards. I'm saying what I'm seeing. You know what? Even if you're sitting down there and cursing me out because you wanted to hear something else and I'm not giving you what you want, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie with what I see. You're welcome to either move to the next video or just disagree with me. But this is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm seeing. And you know what? If it doesn't resonate with you, then you're not supposed to be so angry, right? You're just like, oh, it's not relevant. I'm going to go. But if you're really angry at what I'm saying, there's a reason why you're responding in such an emotional way, because it touches something real. Okay, you know what? Time for the Divine Circus Oracles. This beautiful deck. It's a new deck for me, and the card just came out immediately, so and fell down. So yeah, that was a date with destiny. Everything that is going on right now, you can't fight. It's just meant. I rarely ever say something like this when it comes to divination and cards. 99.9% of the time I take it to a place of growth and possibilities and what we can do or not do and the options. But this feels like the more you'll fight it, the more you'll be in pain, because this is destiny. There is something that awaits you beyond the place that you are holding on to so dearly right now. It's just around the corner if you only let go. So letting go will lead to the right place. If you're in a place that is right for you, then it will come back to you. And if not, very quickly, it will run around the corner and something else will come. Destiny. Okay, I'm going to read you the card from the book. Look how beautiful it is. It looks like you a little bit, Virgo. You guys are so elegant and accurate. Your skin is always perfect. Okay. I'm going to read you from the book. 43. Out of the ethers and into your life, she arrives now because you have a date with destiny. She is a mysterious creature. Her ways are wild and her guidance is true. She may create chaos from which a new order can emerge, but there is no need to fear. She has come to inspire, uplift, and direct you. So, if a person came into your life and started to shake things up, event came into your life and started to shake things up, things are not as you're used to them, or they feel like, once again, you're out of control. The reason you're lacking control is because you can't fight the universe and you know, in the eternal spirit. Yeah, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's just because of the collective truth and the puzzle and where you are in this puzzle right now. You were in your place, now you need to be moved. It feels like it, but not like in a bad way, right? All right, I'm gonna read it to you. Oh, I don't weigh my hair. Let's I'm gonna fix it. Sorry. So dramatic, saying such dramatic things, and now I'm messing with my hair. Great, Morgan. Great. All right. What you need to understand, Virgo, is no one is out there to hurt you. There's no pointing fingers. Everyone is just a piece of the puzzle, a character in the divine narrative. Okay. A date with destiny is a big deal. It is the moment when you realize there is something helping you out. Something intelligent, powerful, wise, and no matter how empowered you are, something even more powerful than your own efforts. The oracle of date with destiny means that all bets are off. Nothing is held sacred and anything can happen. If you are a control freak, this will probably scare you witless. So you need to know something important. You can trust in destiny's interventions on your behalf, even if her work seems to be causing your best intentions to go astray. So you had your best intentions in the plans that you made in the place that you're at, and then things are being shaken off, and it's not what you thought it would be. It's for a good reason. It's for your benefit. Trust or go mad, because you cannot control her. And you do not need to. Your divine destiny is your best life. It is you in the fullest and most beautiful creative expression possible. It is what you want and need, even when you don't immediately realize it. Even when that is rather different to what you once thought you wanted and needed. This is amazing how this synchronizes with all the reading. It's just perfect. Seriously, just kind of concludes it. Hers is the guiding hand closing the wrong doors, sometimes slamming them abruptly in your face. Nurse your ego when that happens, but let your soul shout in glee, because you'll know it's the calling card of destiny. Shout in glee because you know it's the calling card of destiny. And then she'll open the right doors for you. Destiny closes the wrong doors in order to open the right doors. She isn't, despite most people's fears, a sadist. But she will dance through your life in her big stumping combat boots, even if that means causing some pain now to avoid a far greater pain later on. This is also very relevant to Capricorns. The appearance of havoc or mayhem is just a sign that she's at work on a divine realignment assignment. Her every move, even those incomprehensible to the mind, is deliberate and divine. When this oracle appears, you are on a date with destiny. The universe has heard the prayers in your heart, and life is going to answer them by rearranging what needs to be rearranged to sort out whatever has been troubling you. Make sure you let it happen. You are not meant to feel in control. Control, lack of control, obsessively trying to over-control your environment to regain that control that you're not supposed to actually have, because destiny is the one who's in control right now. Destiny is an exciting, unpredictable phenomenon. You are probably going to feel a sense of instability and the feeling that things are just going to change. You are right. If you allow destiny to take your hand, she'll guide you into the place you really want and need to be. If you cannot trust her, she'll push and prod you to get you there anyway. But you just won't enjoy the journey quite so much. The more you allow yourself to trust in her, the more you will realize that the universe is working with you rather than against you. And if you are willing, it will show you the time of your life. A healing trick that you can say to yourself: I am on a date with destiny and me. My life and all my dreams now become perfectly aligned to fulfill the divine potential within me. My date with destiny is full of the most fun, joy, passion, purpose, and play that I can have whilst being me. Change your outlook. It seems like the tower is collapsing, but it's actually just rearranging for your destiny. Okay? Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy or fun, but it can either be relatively smooth or brutal, and that's up to you. That's where your free choice comes in, you know, how you look at it and how you respond to events. All earth signs are feeling this right now because of Saturn. It comes and just, this is wrong, let's break it. This is right, let's make it more firm. Sometimes you need to step away from the situation to have more clarity about the situation, to understand it better, so you can rearrange things in your mind before you return to the situation and rebuild it in a better way. It all depends on your narrative, on your specific journey. Okay, Virgo, you got this. You got this, okay? You got this. Let me know if it resonated, and if it did, if it helped. Comment, like, please subscribe so you'll know when the next video is up. Okay? I love you, Virgos. Have a happy February. Meeting with your destiny. Ooh. And I'll see you my bags. I'll see you in March.